Hi, I'm Patricia Erhkamp, and I currently serve as the president of the American Association of Geographers, otherwise known as the AAG. Like many of our members, my first encounter with the AAG was through an annual meeting. Others may have come to us through the regional division meetings in the fall semesters, or they will have, of course, encountered our journals and publications. It's only after being part of the AAG for a while that you really start wondering what the organization is about, what it does, who its members are, and what all its work does for geography. I want to take you behind the scenes to see who your elected council members are. Working on the AAG Council during the current year as its president, I have been learning so much from my colleagues. Here are some of our members. There's the Executive Committee, which consists of the Vice President, Bill Mosley, the past President, Rebecca Leib, myself as current President, and then there's our Treasurer, Antoinette Winkler-Prinz, and our Secretary, Didier DeLizer. Gary Langham rounds out the Executive Committee as Executive Director of the AAG. He serves ex officio and he guides us through our decision-making. Working on the AAG Council with all of these very talented colleagues has taught me the passion that so many of us have for geography, for charting better futures for our planet, and for working together to make our members' lives better. Today is a special day. This is the first time that AAG Council is able to meet in our new headquarters on Pennsylvania Avenue. Let's hear from Gary Langham about all of the facilities and all of the offerings that AAG provides to its members.
Hi, my name is Gary Langham. I am the Executive Director at the AAG. I'm very excited to show you our brand new headquarters. We've been in the space about 1 year. Several years ago, we started taking a look at how we could ensure that our headquarters was more sustainable, energy efficient, and more accessible. In the end, what we decided to do, rather than upgrade the Meridian place that we've been in for 50 years, was to move to a new office on Pennsylvania Avenue where we are today. Several years ago, when we first started looking at modernizing our headquarters, it was part of our commitment to membership to have energy efficient, sustainable, climate friendly options. And I'm pleased to say that we have done so. Part of the reason we made this decision is this building is amazingly modernized and energy efficient. It has LEED Gold certification. In addition, it is fully accessible to members and employees and visitors, so that, for example, if someone was in a wheelchair, it's very easy to get in the space, in contrast to our old headquarters. The headquarters itself reflects our hybrid workforce. So we have staff that come in every few days, and that means the workstations are flexible. We have different conference rooms like the one I'm in right now for larger meetings, and several others for smaller meetings. Remote folks can call in. It's very, very flexible. And importantly, the walkability score of this location on Pennsylvania Avenue, just a block from the White House, it means that folks can take all sorts of regional transit, metro options. You can get here from 2 different airports. It is remarkably accessible in a transportation sense as well. So all told, we're really excited to try out the last piece. Is we negotiated a 65-seat conference room that you'll see more of in a few minutes, where we're going to host our first council meeting. So we're going to be trying out the space. It is very flexible. There's lots of different arrangements for the space. We can bring in catering. It's useful not only for things like the council meeting, but for partnerships. In general, if you're a member and you happen to be in the DC area, come take a look for yourself and see why we like it so much.
Hi, welcome to our conference space. One of the exciting things about this new facility is that it also has a state-of-the-art conference center that we can use for council meetings, like today's, or next week for the convening of CARE workshop that takes place in the same room. Working on AAG Council now as its president has taught me about the many talented geographers that get elected by our membership. I'm working with colleagues on questions such as, where do we meet next? How are we going to make our meeting in Detroit a very member-oriented and city-oriented one? Another question that we are looking at is, how do we stabilize and secure the finances of our organization for the next few decades? And what projects do we need to engage in order to best support our members? Thank you so much for coming on this tour with me today. It's been a pleasure having you. And if you would like to learn more about Council, about the facilities here, or talk to staff, please do not hesitate to reach out.